send shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons speak with such a screech. You'll shake and shudder in surprise when you hear these zombies shriek.
Hi there everybody, and welcome along to the Big Quiz 19's Halloween special. Hope you don't mind, I've got a few friends here this evening, don't worry, they won't be here all night. Let me know in the chat how you're all doing, it's great to see. We've got a nice little turnout again this evening. I've already had some apologies from some of our regulars who couldn't make it, but they plan on catching up. So if you are watching a repeat of this, please do make sure that you are letting me know in the comments how you get on if you are doing a rewatch, because I do like to come back to the comments and see how you're all doing. What did you think of the little intro there? Some of you will have seen it already. I've shared it on the Patreon group and I shared it on the Top Fan group. But yeah, I created that little special intro for tonight's show and outro. Yeah, I know. I thought I'd be dressed up too, but time being a factor, unfortunately, I could not make it in time. So unfortunately, no, not dressed up this year. But then I never really know what to dress up as anyway for Halloween. Like I never know. So, I don't know, help me out. Halloween's still to come and I've got other things to do. So if you've got any ideas, by all means, put them in the chat and let's all have a laugh about it. But yeah, the important thing is I managed to get, I think I've got your Halloween quiz looking good, and there's a few little bits and pieces as we go that you might appreciate. And yeah, we'll see how you get on. Let's go through the comments though, first of all, and say hello to everybody. So good evening to Luke and to Jane. Hope you're all both doing well. Sue and the Donuts, good evening to you. Gabby says, hiya, Pinky and the Brain are reporting for quiz duty. Mark's here as well. Welcome back, Mark. Catherine and Tony, hello to you. Diva's there, hi there. And Tad as well. Oh, it's been a long time since I've seen Tad in the comments. Welcome along, mate. Hope you're doing good. Mark says the cat is loving intro. Thank you. Yeah, that song, you can watch it on YouTube. It's a remix of a song called Spooky Scary Skeletons, which is really funky. So yeah, you can look it up if you want to. Spooky Scary Skeletons. I thought it was really fitting with that kind of intro. It was good fun. Yeah, glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, it takes a while to get it all animated and how you want it to go with this app I use for it. But I think it was worth it, even if it is only going to be for one quiz, that you'll see it. But it's a bit of fun, and you can watch it again if you're in the Top Fan group. It's on there as well. So, yes, great. Okay, if you don't like spiders, don't worry. I will be getting rid of them in a bit. They're just here for now to say hello. But I have had some fun putting this together for you all. Yeah, this one's doing my head in, so we'll get rid of them in a bit. Don't you worry. But yeah, welcome along. We've got 4 quiz rounds as always. It's all Halloween themed. I was toying between doing all Halloween, some Halloween, and do you know what? I had enough, so I made it all Halloween. Tracy says, hi, just me and Andy tonight. So we're going to play as some of our favourites, Jack Skellington and Sally. Well, it's funny you should say that. Maybe Jack will make an appearance in tonight's quiz. Diva says, fab intro. Good, I'm glad you like it. Now, just before I bring in Abby then for Abby's question, to let you know, I have posted today as well a quiz on Lima. I've posted a new little quiz, although one of the questions you'll get tonight as well, because I think it's a good one and not all of you will be able to get onto Lima and listen to it. But I have posted a new cast on Lima, 3 questions about Halloween as well, all connected to that. Links in the description of the video. If you want to go check it out, you can download the app or not. You don't have to download it. It's fun if you do, but you can still listen to it even if you don't have it. And it's just 3 quick questions to see how you get on. That was posted in the Top Fan group and on Twitter earlier on. So that's that. I'm going to call in Abby now. I know she's listening in, and we're going to get on with Abby's question. Are you ready, Abby? Yes, she's ready. All right. Here we go, everybody. Here's Abby. I've got rid of all the spiders. See, look, they've all gone now. Yeah, she didn't like spiders. I don't blame her. They were a bit creepy, weren't they?
I don't like spiders in general.
No, I always have to get rid of them, don't I? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, let's bring up your question then. So we've got a bit of a Halloween question, and this is one I think Tracy's going to like in particular. You ready to read it? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, there we go.
What kind of king is Jack Skeleton in The Nightmare Before Christmas? Is it A, Skeleton King, B, the Pumpkin King, or C, the Halloween King?
Very good. Say it one more time then. They're going to put the answers in the comments.
What kind of king is Jack Skeleton in The Nightmare Before Christmas? Is it A, the Skeleton King, B, the Pumpkin King, or C, the Halloween King? To be honest, today I was talking about it in school, and quite a lot of my friends have seen it.
Ah, okay. Well, I wonder how many people are going to get it right. We've got some guesses coming in, and they still are. So look down here. Look, we've got these ones. Don't read them out yet, but these are the ones that have been coming in. I think that's just about everybody that's. Well, there's a few more maybe that could have a guess. Let's see who else is going to have a guess. Any more people? Last chance, and then we'll reveal the answer. The first three are going to get a bonus point to spend on any round they like this evening. Okay, shall we reveal the answer? I think that's it. Yeah? Ready?
Yep.
There we go.
It's the Pumpkin King.
He is the Pumpkin King. Yeah, it could have been any of them really if you're not familiar with the film. Let's see who has got it right the fastest then. So all right, here we go. So this one?
Tracy!
Tracy, of course. Their team name is about Jack and yeah. And what about this next one here? That one? Not that
Amanda.
one. No, yeah, Amanda. There we go. Amanda's got it right as well. That's another B. And then what's the next one? I can't see it now because you're in my way. The next one is this one.
Gabriella!
Yay! Everybody who put B got it right. And Abby's trying to take over the show, which I'm sure she'd love to do.
Hi everybody and welcome along to the Big Quiz Night In. With me, Chris's daughter.
I'm going to bring the spiders back on screen, I think. Okay, all right. Say goodnight, everybody.
Bye everybody and I hope you enjoyed my show. See ya!
She's getting more and more confident as the quizzes go by, isn't she, guys? All right. Mark says Abby's looking older than last week. Yes, well, she's got a new top from her nanny for her birthday last week, and yeah, she's got her hair all nice and neat, haven't you? And all sorts. But yeah, she's growing up too fast. She's only 10. Goodness me. I say only just 10, as many of you will remember as a birthday last week. Oh yes, Tracy says it would have been embarrassing if I didn't get that right, but thanks for the fab question, Abby. Brilliant. Yes, I thought you'd like it. And look, loads of you managed to get it right. So well done to the top three who did, and then also well done to Millie. Thank you for joining. Hope you're doing well. Haven't said hello to you yet, so that's cool. Love your show, Catherine says. Yeah, I'm sure she'd make it far more interesting than I do, but hey, you're stuck with me, I'm afraid. Right, with that said, let's move on then to our first official quiz round of the evening. So we have got Halloween round first and foremost. This is going to be a general knowledge trivia round that's all connected to Halloween. The next round is pretty similar, but there is a ghost and ghouls and witches theme to it. I couldn't quite fit it in neatly enough down that sidebar, so I just left it at ghosts and ghouls. It should be ghosts with an S there, but never mind. I'm sure you can forgive me for that. Then we'll do your scary movies, typical Halloween kind of stuff, really. And then our survey says we'll all have a connection to Halloween in some way, shape, or form as well. Your picture rounds this evening. Here's your first ones. Don't put the answers in the comments. These are for extra points at the end of the quiz round. Name the actress and the franchise. Okay, name the actress in each picture and the franchise they are appearing in, most famously, the horror movie franchise they are appearing in. If you know the characters as well, I won't give you a bonus point for it, but it's very well done if you do know the characters' names as well. But really, I'm looking for the actress here and the franchise that they're most famously starring in those photos. So that's your picture round. That'll run throughout. Keep an eye on that. Have a think about it and have a guess if you're not sure by the end of the round before we go through the answers. Okay, for everything else, 15 questions in the Halloween round, and I will do any repeats of questions at the end. Just let me know as usual. For those of you who don't know, just let me know at the end. We'll do repeats, and then we'll go through the answers, see how well you did. You can put the team scores in the comments if you like, but remember, it is just for fun. We celebrate with those who do well and commiserate with those who don't do quite so well. It's just for fun. Question number 1 then in our Halloween quiz. What name is given to a gathering of witches? What name is given to a gathering of witches? That's question number 1. Yeah, there was so much more I wanted to do for tonight, but things have been manic at work lately and it's just completely taken over my life. So it's been a bit of a mad rush, unfortunately, this week. But we do have your full series of quiz rounds for you, all about Halloween. So I think it's still going to be fun. But yeah, I would like to have done more and dressed up. Question 2. What name is given to a male witch? What name is given to a male witch? Mark says WI for a gathering of witches. Oh dear. Funny, ha ha. Speaking of dressing up, though, I will make more of an effort over the Christmas quiz nights that we do here. You might remember, for those who were with me for the last run of Christmas quizzes, I had some Christmas lights and jingle bells that I put in my beard. So I'll do something similar this year, maybe a Christmas hat or two, and we'll see. But I will do that for Christmas. Question number 3 then. Question 3. Which writer created the vampire hunter Abraham van Helsing? Which writer created the vampire hunter Abraham van Helsing? Question 4 is for 3 points. Who had hits with the following songs? Devil Woman, Devil Gate Drive, and The Devil Went Down to Georgia. Love that last one in particular. Brilliant song. Who had hits with the songs called Devil Woman, Devil Gate Drive, and The Devil Went Down to Georgia? Three points then for that one. Question number 5 now. Question 5. Which monster's name literally means son of the devil? Which monster's name literally means son of the devil? All right, then, your next question, question number 6. Where did the famous witch trials of New England take place? This is just a 1-point question. Where did the famous witch trials of New England take place? So you can give me the town, is preferable, but town and state would be impressive if you remember them both. Where did the famous witch trials of New England take place? 1 point for the town. Question 7 is for another 3 points. Question 7. Name the characters who are the monsters in the films Child's Play, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Halloween. Name the characters who are the monsters in the films Child's Play, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Halloween. 1 point for each. Name the monsters. Do you know, I haven't watched a proper horror movie, in I don't know how long. So long. It's the thing when you have kids that come along, you kind of stop watching scary stuff even when they're in bed because you know they might come down any second. Burst into the room and watch some awful thing happening in a horror movie. Probably not the best. So yeah. Question number 8 now. Question 8. Which William Shakespeare play opens with the line, "When shall we three meet again, in thunder, lightning, or in rain?" Which William Shakespeare play opens with the line, "When shall we three meet again, in thunder, lightning, or in rain?" That was question number 8. Okay, question number 9 now. Question 9. Which actor provided the eerie laugh and the narration in Michael Jackson's Thriller? Which actor provided the eerie laugh and the narration on Michael Jackson's Thriller? Question number 10 now. Question number 10. What was the name of the Celtic festival that is the root of Halloween? What is the name of the Celtic festival that is the root of Halloween? Okay, all right. The next question then is question number 11 now. Question 11. Which British film studio was famous for its blood-curdling movies? Which British film studio was famous for its blood-curdling movies? Question 12 is for another 3 points then. Question 12, 3 more points. Which authors wrote The Witches, The Shining, and The Exorcist? 1 point for each of those. Which authors wrote The Witches, The Shining, and The Exorcist? So 3 more questions remaining, and they're all multiple point questions. Remember to let me know about any repeats once we get to that last question. So question 13 now. Question 13. Which 2 of Henry VIII's wives are said to haunt Hampton Court? Which 2 of Henry VIII's wives are said to haunt Hampton Court? Right, almost there then for this round. Question 14 now. Question number 14. We're just going to touch on the movie side of things for these last 2 questions. What are the first names of the main 5 members of the Addams family? 1 point for each. What are the first names of the main 5 members of the Addams family? 1 point for each. The first names of the main 5 members of the Addams family. Give you a little bit of thinking time on that one. There's another 4 points up for grabs in the next question as well. I just realised actually there might be a question that's repeated. in one of the other rounds. So I'm just being careful about which ones I read out and how I read them out. I don't mind sharing a bit of behind the scenes stuff for you there. Question 15 then. Question 15. Name the 4 house ghosts at Hogwarts School for Witches and Wizards. Name the 4 house ghosts at Hogwarts School for Witches and Wizards. That's the last question in our Halloween round. Let me know if you need anything repeated, okay? Any questions repeated? I'll give you a little bit of thinking time on that one, but then jump in the comments and let me know which ones you need repeated in case I went through that a bit too fast for you. And then we will move on and see how well you did. And don't forget to write down your answers also for the pictures, the actress of each picture, and the franchise they are appearing in. Any more questions that you need repeating, let me know. Oh no, we're good. Look at that. We don't have anything else repeated. That's all right. I thought we didn't. I thought we didn't. But you know, sometimes when you're not sure, you have to go back and check. Can I repeat question 8? Of course I can. Right, this is for Pinky and the Brain then. Question 8 was, which William Shakespeare play opens with the line, when shall we 3 meet again, in thunder, lightning, or in rain? Guess the Shakespeare play. I'm sure if you haven't got a clue which one it is, it's definitely worth a guess. In fact, I mean, most questions in these quizzes are worth a guess. You've got nothing to lose, so if you can think of something, it's worth writing it down. Okay, any more repeats? Last chance, because I am going to go through the answers for this round in just a moment, and then we will see how you go. You need to tally up your scores, of course, tally up your scores, and then you can put them in the comments and let me know how well you got on. You can include in your score the 4 points available for the picture round if you wish, or you could add it on at the end. So say how many points you got in the quiz round plus how many points you got in the pictures. It's entirely up to you, but I'll give you a shout out for each comment we get. Okay, let's go through the answers. Question number 1 then, what name is given to a gathering of witches that is a coven? Question 2, what name is given to a male witch, a warlock? Question 3, which writer created the vampire hunter Abraham Van Helsing? That was Bram Stoker. Question 4, who had hits with the songs Devil Woman, Devilgate Drive, and The Devil Went Down to Georgia? Devil Woman is by Cliff Richard. Devilgate Drive is by Suzi Quatro. And The Devil Went Down to Georgia, brilliant song. It's by the Charlie Daniels Band. Question 5, which monster's name literally means son of the devil? It is Dracula. Question 6, question 6, where did the famous witch trials of New England take place? It is Somme. Sorry, not Somme, that's the next one. What about? It's Salem in Massachusetts. That's Salem. We've got Somme coming up in a moment. Right, so the witch trials took place in Salem in Massachusetts. 1 point for Salem, but well done if you got Massachusetts as well. Question 7, the characters who are the monsters in the films Child's Play, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Halloween are Chucky, Leatherface, and Michael Myers. Not Mike Myers, not to be confused with him. That's an actor. Question 8, which William Shakespeare play opens with the line, when shall we 3 meet again, in thunder, lightning, or in rain? It is Macbeth. Question 9, which actor provided the eerie laugh and the narration on Michael Jackson's Thriller? That is Vincent Price. Question 10, this is all I mentioned a moment ago. The name of the Celtic festival that is the root of Halloween is Samhain. I think it's pronounced. It's spelt Samhain, Samhain. But let me just check. Sown. Yeah, it's sown. It's pronounced. Right, question 11. Which British film studio was famous for its blood-curdling movies? It is Hammer, with its House of Horrors. Hammer, House of Horrors. Question 12. Which authors wrote The Witches, The Shining, and The Exorcist? The authors were Roald Dahl wrote The Witches, Stephen King wrote The Shining, and William Peter Blatty wrote The Exorcist. Question 13. Which two of Henry VIII's wives are said to haunt Hampton Court? That is Catherine Howard and Jane Seymour. Question 14. What are the Christian names of the 5 main members of the Addams family? It is Gomez, Morticia, Wednesday, Pugsley, and Uncle Fester. So for 5 points, Gomez, Morticia, Wednesday, Pugsley, and Uncle Fester. Question 15. The 4 house ghosts at Hogwarts School for Witches and Wizards. This is, of course, a Harry Potter question. We have Nearly Headless Nick of Gryffindor, the Grey Lady of Ravenclaw, the Fat Friar from Hufflepuff, and Bloody Baron of Slytherin. So you didn't need to say the houses, but the names of the ghosts for 1 point each. Nearly Headless Nick, the Grey Lady, the Fat Friar, and the Bloody Baron. Tally up those scores. The answers for the pictures are Jamie Lee Curtis on the left from Halloween, or the Halloween franchise. She's in many of them. And on the right, we have Heather Langenkamp, who is playing Nancy in Nightmare on Elm Street. And again, she's in a few of those too. So for 4 points, Jamie Lee Curtis and Heather Langenkamp from Halloween and Nightmare on Elm Street, respectively. I don't think... Is it Moaning Myrtle or Wailing Myrtle? I don't think that's a house ghost. Somebody who knows a lot about Harry Potter will now jump in the comments and tell you exactly why that isn't one of the 4. I'm pretty sure it's a ghost, not a house ghost. I think there's a difference there. Some of the scores are coming in now. Okay, so Diva says 16 points plus 2 for the pictures. Well done. Sue and the Donuts have got themselves 17 points. Not so sure about that with that smiley face or not so smiley face there. Do you think you could have done better? Is that what you mean there? 21 points for Team Bath. Welcome along. Well done. Luke and James say 24 points plus 2 for the pictures. Good work. Don't forget, if you got a bonus point for Abby's question, you can add it on to this round if you wanted to. 14 plus 2 for Mark. Well done. Not bad. The Not So Golden Oldies, 15 plus 2 for the pictures. Good work, Catherine and Tony. Well done. What have we got next? Jack and Sally have scored 22 points plus 3 for the photos. Oh, Millie's got 6 points. Well, Millie, have you got help this evening, or is it just you on your own? Let me know. 6 points. I mean, as I always say, if you get questions wrong, you're just learning something new, and you never know, it might come up again at some point. An amazing 23 plus 3 for Back in Black. That is an excellent score, Ed. Well done for you and Amanda and the rest of the Back in Black team. Just you tonight, Millie. Okay. All right. Well, I think that's still pretty good. If you're on your own, don't you worry. It's just good to be here and to be having some fun with us. That's the important thing, isn't it? Really. Okay. Any more scores from anybody else? Oh, Gabby says we got 20 plus 2. I missed that one. Sorry. 20 plus 2 for Pinky and the Brain. Very good indeed. Right. Let's go on then to the next round, shall we? If more comments come in, I will, of course, continue to read them out. But let's go on to round number 2. Okay. So round number 2 then, the Ghosts and Ghouls round. Ghosts and Ghouls. Let's bring up the pictures for this one first of all. Your pictures for this one are name the actors and the franchise. You have technically got an actor and an actress there, but to be honest, I don't even really like using the term actress because they're all just actors. I always say you don't say lawyer and lawyeress, and you don't say doctor and doctoress. So why do we still say actor and actress? Yeah. I didn't mean to put it in that last page, to be honest, either. But anyway, you have got an actor on the left and, technically speaking, an actress on the right. So let's see. I was thinking Munsters. Oh, Mark was thinking Munsters instead of the Addams Family. Yeah, do you know what? You'd be amazed how often that happens. When I ask questions about one or the other, in the pub quizzes, obviously I then get to see all the answers because I mark them all for the teams in the pubs rather than them swapping papers, because that just wouldn't work in the pub the way it's laid out. And yeah, you'd be amazed how many times I see the two get confused. Just totally understandable because they are quite similar in terms of their concepts. So yeah, but name the actor in the franchises again for those pictures. So another 4 points up for grabs. For the next round, it is something slightly different, which I'm quite excited to see how well you do on that one. But for this one, another couple of actors there and the franchises as well. And in terms of the round, ghost schools and witches. So it's a themed round all about that. So let's see how well you do with this one. Same again. Let me know how you get on at the end. And repeats as well, we'll do at the end too. Question number 1. Which TV witch was played by Melissa Joan Hart? Which TV witch was played by Melissa Joan Hart? You know, for all you Patreons that are watching, the challenge I've got now is making sure that hardly any of these questions, if at all, are duplicated or similar in the Halloween Patreon quiz next week. I mean, I've got more, don't get me wrong, but some of these are bound to be very similar because there's only so many subjects that could be connected to Halloween, right? But I will try and make it as different as I can. I'm going to need a lot of questions. If you remember, I showed you last time the game we're playing, so there's going to be a lot of questions that I'm going to need to go through. It's going to be fun. If you weren't there last week, go back, watch the episode, or just skip right to the very, very end, because I gave all the Patreons and anybody that wanted to stick around a bit of a teaser as to what that's going to look like. I'm not going to do that tonight. But yeah, it's basically still like that. And it's going to be cool. Something completely new and different I made. Question 2. This one's for 2 points. The movie Ghouls, named Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees, are characters from which movie series? 1 point for each. The movie Ghouls, named Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees, are characters from which movie series? 1 point for each. So 2 points available there. Okay. Next question then. Question number 3. Which country celebrates the Day of the Dead in October every year? Which country celebrates the Day of the Dead in October every year? There may be more countries that celebrate it, but traditionally, which is the country that celebrates it? Question 4 brings us back onto Harry Potter. Which Hogwarts witches were played on film by Maggie Smith, Imelda Staunton, and Bonnie Wright? Which Hogwarts witches were played on film by Maggie Smith, Imelda Staunton, and Bonnie Wright? Okay. Tracy says, love it. I've got a sugar skull tattoo on my leg. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Okay. Question 5. Question number 5 then. Which motor car company had a silver ghost? Which motor car company had a silver ghost? All right. Question number 6 then is for 2 points. 2 points up for grabs then for question 6. Which well-known writers wrote The Shining? We've done that one. The Woman in Black and The Canterbury Ghost. Sorry, I'm skipping over that because we did it in the last round. Which well-known writers wrote The Woman in Black and The Canterbury Ghost? This is my problem, you see. When I see something written down, it's if you ever seen Anchorman, I always liken myself to how Ron Burgundy reads stuff. Um, just read it as it's written every time. So I have to make it visibly different so that I don't read it as it's written. Oh, which well-known writers? I'm always thinking along those lines. So I've got to make it look different for me. Right, which well-known writers wrote The Woman in Black and The Canterbury Ghost for 2 points? Okay, question 7 then. Question 7. Which BBC TV series featured a ghost, a werewolf, and a vampire trying to lead a normal life in Bristol? Which BBC TV series featured a ghost, a werewolf, and a vampire trying to lead a normal life in Bristol? I never watched it myself. I don't know if any of you did. Let me know. I remember catching bits of it, but I never actually sat and watched it. Question number 8 now. Question 8. Which witch does Dorothy melt, and what does she melt her with in The Wizard of Oz? Which witch does Dorothy melt, and what does she melt her with in The Wizard of Oz? That's obviously for 2 points. Okay, your next question then. Your next question then is question number 9. Which company produced Black Magic chocolates? Which company produced Black Magic chocolates? All right, your next question is question number 10. This one's for another 3 points. Which acts had a UK hit with songs called Witch Doctor, Ghost Town, and Scary Monsters and Super Creeps? Which acts had UK hits with the songs called Witch Doctor, Ghost Town, and Scary Monsters and Super Creeps? Question number 11 now. Question 11. How many times did Christopher Lee portray Dracula on film? How many times does Christopher Lee portray Dracula on film? All right, your next question then. Your next question harks back to a comment in the last round, as it happens. What is the full name of the character Moaning Myrtle, and who played her on film? What is the full name of the character Moaning Myrtle, and who played her on film? So that's for 2 points. That's a proper tricky Harry Potter question, if you ask me. Okay, you've got 3 more questions to go then. This one harks back to something we talked about in the last round as well. Question 13. Right, the eye, the toe, the wool, and the tongue. Let me just move that out of the way. Hold on. The eye, the toe, the wool, and the tongue of which creatures go into the witch's cauldron in William Shakespeare's Macbeth? The eye, the toe, the wool, and the tongue of which creatures go into the witch's cauldron in Shakespeare's Macbeth? That's for 4 points. So 4 different creatures, 1 point for each. The eye, the toe, the wool, and the tongue of which creatures go into the witch's cauldron in Macbeth. Difficult round, yes. Yeah, it is. It is. Although I'd like to say it finishes strong. I reckon if you struggle with the last few questions, hopefully you will get at least question 15 right. And if you don't, as soon as this is finished, you should immediately go research what question 15 is about. Because I love it. Okay. Right. Remember, you will get thinking time at the end of the round, because you can always ask me to repeat questions, and that obviously delays things and gives you more thinking time for other questions if you need it. Question 14. Andy Serkis and Simon Pegg played which ghoulish grave robbers on film? Andy Serkis and Simon Pegg played which ghoulish grave robbers on film? Another clue for this one. The film is the same as the answer. So the surnames of the 2 characters is the name of the film. All right. Again, I hope that helps. For some of you, maybe not, but it's a little known film. I remember watching it when it came out, though. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I mean, you put Andy Serkis and Simon Pegg in films, and it's pretty much guaranteed that somebody will enjoy it. They are very good, aren't they? Okay, question 15. Your final question this round for 3 points. Which 3 male actors played the original Ghostbusters on film? Which 3 male actors played the original Ghostbusters on film? That's the end of that round. Don't forget to write down your answers for the pictures as well. So the actors and then the franchises that they're from in those films. And just the general franchise name, rather. You don't have to be specific about the sequel or anything like that. Just the general franchise. Let's see how you go. Any more repeats? Let me know in the comments as always, and then we will go through the answers. Question 13 for you, Mark. Question 13 was the eye, the toe, the wool, and the tongue of which creatures go into the witch's cauldron in Shakespeare's Macbeth? Any more repeats? Again, just let me know in the comments. No problem at all. Can I repeat 7 and 10? Sorry. Don't ever apologise. Nobody minds if I repeat questions because it gives you all extra thinking time, doesn't it? Yeah? Okay, so question 7 was which BBC TV series featured a ghost, a werewolf, and a vampire trying to lead normal lives in Bristol? And question 10 was which acts had UK hits with songs called Witch Doctor, Ghost Town, and Scary Monsters and Super Creeps? Yes, Mark, I did say wool. WOOL. It's pretty grim reading, if I'm honest. Pretty grim. But then I guess that's the point, isn't it? Right, no more repeats have come in. We are about to go through the answers then I'm just waiting because every time I say that, there's normally one that pops up in the comments, but no. Okay, we'll go through the answers then for this round, tally up your scores, and again for the pictures as well, let me know how well you did. Question 1. Which TV witch was played by Melissa Joan Hart? That was Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Question 2. The movie Ghouls named Michael Myers, sorry, not Michael Myers, we've done that one, Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees are characters from which 2 movie series? So Freddy Krueger is Nightmare on Elm Street. We just saw the character Nancy in the picture round from the previous one. And then Jason Voorhees is from Friday the 13th. Question 3. Which country celebrates the Day of the Dead in October every year? It is Mexico. Question 4. Which Hogwarts witches were played on film by Maggie Smith, Imelda Staunton, and Bonnie Wright? We have Professor Minerva McGonagall, Dolores Umbridge, and Ginny Weasley. So that's 3 points there. McGonagall, Umbridge, and Weasley. Question 5. Which motor car company had a silver ghost? That is the Rolls-Royce. Question 6. Which 2 well-known writers wrote The Woman in Black and The Canterbury Ghost? So that is Susan Hill and Oscar Wilde. Question 7. Which BBC TV series featured a ghost, a werewolf, and a vampire trying to lead normal lives in Bristol? It was called Being Human. Probably heard of it. Now I've said it. Some of you may be like, oh yeah, I heard of that. I didn't know what it was about. A ghost, a werewolf, and a vampire. Question 8. Which witch does Dorothy melt? And what does she melt her with in The Wizard of Oz? She melts the Wicked Witch of the West. And she melts her with water. Although, if you've ever seen the show Wicked, I won't say more than that. You should totally go see the show Wicked. It's brilliant. Question number 9. Which company produces Black Magic chocolates? It is Nestle. Question 10. Which acts had a UK hit with a song called Witch Doctor, Ghost Town, and Scary Monsters and Super Creeps? So Witch Doctor was by the Cartoons. Very silly, funny song. Ghost Town was by the Specials. Actually, I don't really like that song, I've got to admit. I like a lot of the Specials stuff, but I'm not a fan of Ghost Town. Just not. I know some of you probably hate me now. And Scary Monsters and Super Creeps is by David Bowie. Question 11. How many times did Christopher Lee portray Dracula on film? 10 times. 10 times. I haven't seen any of them, but my wife is a big fan of the Hammer horror films, and she insists that I have to watch some of them with her at some point, so maybe we will. And then I'll see what he's like. But love Christopher Lee in general. He was an absolute legend. Question 12. The character of Moaning Myrtle in the Harry Potter franchise. What's the full name of that character and who played her in the films? So the full name then for a point is Myrtle Elizabeth Warren. And she was played by Shirley Henderson. I just did a quick little search on this just to fact check it. And she was 37 years old when she played the ghost of the 14-year-old Myrtle in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. She was 37. And then she was 40 when she reprised the role in The Goblet of Fire. There you go. Shirley Henderson. And it was Myrtle Elizabeth Warren for 2 points. Hammer horror films are awesome, says Amanda. I had a feeling you'd like those. I know you guys like your horror, don't you? Or at least you like your horror. Yeah, I do need to watch them. I've seen pretty much all of Nosferatu going way back when to that very first appearance of a vampire character in film. Yeah, and that's pretty freaky. I can see why people were really scared of it at the time. It's amazing, amazing light film in many respects. Okay, next one was question 13. Now, this is the Shakespeare one, Macbeth. So the eye, the toe, the wool, and the tongue. So it's eye of newt, toe of frog, wool of bat, and tongue of dog. Eye of newt, toe of frog, wool of bat, tongue of dog. For 4 points. Newt, frog, bat, and dog. Yeah. Question 14. Andy Serkis and Simon Pegg played which ghoulish grave robbers on film? That is Burke and Hare. William Burke and William Hare. Burke and Hare. Question 15, the final question in this round was, which three male actors played the original Ghostbusters on film? It's Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and Harold Ramis. May he rest in peace. Yeah, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and Harold Ramis for 3 points. The pictures, so on the right, probably more famous, I would say, than the appearance on the left. We'll do the one on the right first. That is Sigourney Weaver from the Alien franchise. Yeah, she's having a very up close and personal confrontation with one of the xenomorph aliens in that moment in Alien 3. But the Alien franchise for 1 point and Sigourney Weaver for 1 point. On the left, I'll be interested to know how many of you got this one right. That is Kevin Spacey. Hang on a minute. Kevin Bacon. I know. Don't shout at me. Kevin Bacon. And it is Friday the 13th. He comes to a very grisly end. I mean, it's Friday the 13th, so you kind of know that all these people are going to get killed off, right? Pretty much all of them. Sorry. So Kevin Bacon and Friday the 13th. I won't go into details on how it happens because this is supposedly a family show. So I won't say any more than that. But if you didn't realise he was in that film, be very careful when you're Googling it because it's pretty grim. But he's, of course, brilliant in it because he's brilliant in everything. Let me know then how you got on because there's an extra 4 points there for the pictures. And let's see how you did. Team scores and team names if you've got them in the comments. And then we will move on to our scary movies round. We'll talk more about movies. Oh, Ed says we had Kevin Bacon. Tremors. Oh yes, again Tremors. There's another franchise of not horror movies, but monster movies, I would say. Oh man, if you haven't seen Tremors, it's so much fun. Love them films. Yeah, brilliant. But yes, they also featured a young Kevin Bacon, a young girl. Okay, so scores then that are coming in. Let's have a look then. Mark, I think was the first one. Yes, 15 plus 4 points. Excellent, well done. Sue says the Donuts have scored 15. That's fine, it's fine. Kevin Bacon, yes. Right, Pinky and the Brain got 16 plus 0 plus 1 Abby bonus point. Perfectly entitled. Well done. Luke says 19 plus 3 for Luke and Jane. Well done. Diva's got 9 plus 2. Jack and Sally have scored 20 plus 4 for the photos. 19, but none for the pictures. I think the Not So Golden Oldies are not going to do well in the movies round. Oh, we shall see. We shall see. The Our Survey Says round will be a bit easier. Don't you worry. We'll have some fun there too. Ed says 16 plus 3 for Back in Black. Jan says, hello all, 9 points to me this round, plus 2 points for the pictures. Sorry for being late, but glad to be here. Oh, you're more than welcome, man. I'm glad you could be here too. Always nice to have you along. If there's anybody that hasn't said anything in the comments yet, don't be shy, by the way. We are a nice bunch here. You know, we're all friends. It's all good fun. So don't be shy. Because I know there's a lot of you watching, or there will be a lot of you watching that don't put anything in the comments. It's perfectly fine. You just want to say, hi, I'm here. That would be lovely. Or at very least, don't forget, and I keep forgetting myself to remind you guys of this, tap the like button on the video, please. That would be really good because that does help out the quiz a lot. So please do give it a like or an appropriate emoji reaction if you don't mind. Some more scores then have come in. Let's have another look at these then. 19 points for Team Bath. Very well done. 19 points there. Millie says, I think I got 9. That's fine. You can have 9 points. You can have an extra one if you really wanted to. Don't worry about it. Good stuff. Okay, any more comments? Thank you for the likes. Let's move on to the next round anyway. Tracy says, we're getting the best scores we've ever had. Definitely found our specialist subject or areas of interest. Wowzers. Yeah, you are doing well, aren't you? Fantastic. I'm sure you've had great scores before, but generally, yeah, maybe this could be a record for you guys. Let's go on now to round number 3. Okay, round number three then, scary movies. Now, we've had a few questions about movies as we've gone on, just to tease you into this round. Um, I think, yeah, some of these are definitely worth a guess. But if you don't do well in it, you're just learning new stuff. That's it, really. Um, Obviously, there is some crossover in the subjects in this round, some crossover, but not typical. I don't think we've got duplicated questions. That's what I was really worried about actually going into this. I don't think we have looking through this list. As I said, I've just been so busy lately. I've not had the time to do as much as I would love to do for you guys. So, where we are, and I think we're doing good. Are we doing good? I think we're doing good. Scary movies then. Let's bring up the pictures though. Pictures for this round are: name the item and the franchise. So the item from the scary films and the franchise that they are from. I want that puzzle box to be moving and it's not. Let's bring it back. There you go. It won't stay moving. I can't get it to loop for whatever reason. But there you go. What is the movie franchise these are from? So here we go with the scary movies round as well. 1 point for each correct answer, unless otherwise stated. Question number one: the Jigsaw Killer was the villain in which scary movie franchise? As it's the first question, I'll give you a little bit of a clue. It's not one we have mentioned so far this evening. The Jigsaw Killer was the villain in which scary movie franchise? That's question number one. Yeah, I would love that other picture to keep on moving. That's what I really would have liked, but it's not. The main thing is that I've discovered in creating this, all the extra little things I've been doing for you in this round. And if you missed the start of the quiz, you can go back and see the intro because there's all sorts of new things there. But what I'm discovering is I can do GIFs, which is why you've got moving pictures there of that book. So there could be some potential fun to be had with this. Now I've discovered that they actually move on screen for you as well. But I'll think about that, especially with Christmas coming. Yeah. Question number two. In space, no one can hear you scream is the tagline from which film? Specifically, which film? Not the franchise for this one. In space, no one can hear you scream is the tagline from which film? Question number three, then. Question three. Camp Crystal Lake was the setting for which horror movie franchise? Not every film, but a lot of them. Camp Crystal Lake was the setting for which horror film franchise? Question number four, then. Question four. Which movie dared you to say his name 5 times? Which movie dared you to say his name 5 times? Question number five is for 2 points. Question five. I just caught a glance of Abby in the background, who for some reason decided to do the YMCA. She's just there doing the dance. What are you doing? Go to bed. Bless her. Okay, question five for 2 points. Which two actors went in search of the Predator on film, and in real life they went on to become US state governors? Which two actors went in search of the Predator on film and then went on to become US state governors in real life? All right, question number six. Which two actors played the Brothers Grimm on film in 2006? Which two actors played the Brothers Grimm on film? 1 point for each again. Of course, you will get thinking time at the end. I tell you what, we're racing through this so much, and I haven't done my usual sharing of links. I know everybody watching is already fully aware of them, but you never know. Somebody else might watch at some point and not know. That's all right. I can pad out with that as we go through the quiz round that we're on now, I think. All right. Question. Where are we now? Question number 7 now. Which 1999 movie filmed on a handheld video camera grossed $250 million on the US box office? Diva says this is definitely not my round. Oh dear. Well, I hope you remember all of this then, because there will be more of it to come. And you could always ace a lot of this on Lima, because I'm going to be doing more quizzes to do with Halloween in the build-up to, and no doubt on, Halloween itself. So you can show off in the voice comments. I won't tell them. I won't tell them if there's anything from here that you know. You can just go and jump in the comments there and say, oh, I think I know all of these. Jacqueline, would you prefer a sports round? Do you know, I think she would. She's a massive Notts Forest fan, aren't you, Diva? I think you would. Still not seen it, Mark says. Ooh, okay. Yeah, the movie I'm referring to in number 7, by the way, we might talk about it a little bit more when I reveal the answer. The only time in my movie-going life I've ever nearly walked out of the cinema, because I was just so unimpressed and bored. Honestly, I nearly walked out. If it weren't for the fact I was still a kid and thought, no, I've spent my money on this, my hard-earned money, I'm not going to walk out. I nearly did. That's the closest I've ever come. It was that bad. Right, question number 8. Which actor played Count Dracula in Dead and Loving It? Question 8. Which actor played Count Dracula in Dead and Loving It? Oh, Davey says they're playing tonight, currently losing. Oh, no. Jan says, I left the Red Dragon, second part of Silence of the Lambs. Oh, you left that. Oh. It's funny you should say that, you know. Mark says, I walked out of the Goonies. I'm tempted to block you from the entire channel. Goodness me. That's like one of my favourite films. You walked out of the Goonies. Oh my days. I could watch that every day and never get bored. It's funny, isn't it, how different people are with their opinions on films. Walked out of the Goonies. Oh, no, that's got to me, that has. Wowzers. All right, question number 9. We'll talk more about this in a minute. Question number 9. Vin Diesel first played the character Riddick in which scary film? Vin Diesel first played the character Riddick in which scary film? That was a cool film. I enjoyed that one. Yeah, Jan says Goonies were awesome. Maybe it's just a generational thing. I don't know. If you watched it as a kid, like me, then you probably always wanted to be a Goonie and thought it was the coolest thing ever, and then just loved it moving on. It's kind of like, because I can liken everything back to Star Wars, it's kind of like how you grow up with a certain few Star Wars movies, and those are your favourites and nothing will touch them. And then you have different opinions of all the other ones that have come since. I think it's a generational thing. I don't think I've met anybody who's ever said to me they almost walked out or did walk out on the Goonies. Oh dear, it's really got to me. Question number 10 now. Question 10. The songs Time Warp, Mean Green Mother from Outer Space, and Kidnap the Sandy Claus come from which scary films? 1 point for each. The songs Time Warp, Mean Green Mother from Outer Space, and Kidnap the Sandy Claus came from which scary movies? 1 point for each. I like all of those. Mark says I didn't like Gretins either. Did you meet? Oh, I really hope you're not about to correct yourself and say Gremlins there, because we're gonna have a falling out. Jan says I loved in that movie the dialogue. Paris P. Ogilvy, antiquities dealer, entrepreneur. Richard B. Riddick, escaped convict, murderer. Which one is that? Richard B. Riddick, escaped convict, murderer. Oh, okay, yeah. Yes, you meant Gremlins. Oh my goodness. Oh dear, Mark. Oh my goodness. I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words. Question number 11. Can't be that lost for words. I've got to do this. How many scary movies did Keenan Ivory Wayans make? Specifically direct. So the scary movie franchise, the spoof horror movies, okay? I will give you a clue on this one because I know some of you are going to struggle with this round, okay? There are 5 that have been made, and the Wayans brothers are the people that brought them to cinema first. So how many did the Wayans brother, Keenan Ivory Wayans, how many did he direct of the 5? So I've narrowed it down for you there. If you've never seen any of those, you're not missing out on much. They're spoof movies. They're very rarely any good. So don't worry. To be fair, loved Dark Crystal. Okay, all right. You're redeeming yourself a little bit now, Mark. You are redeeming yourself a bit. Yes. Has anybody seen the Dark Crystal show they did on Netflix, which is the prequel series to it? My goodness, that was good. They're not making any more because it's too expensive. I was devastated. It was so good, so faithful. Made with marionette puppets, just like all the old one, like the old movie was. Amazing. Question 12 now. Question 12. Which actor played the monster hunter Van Helsing on film in 2004? Again, you're not missing out on much if you haven't seen that one either. Which actor played the monster hunter Van Helsing on film in 2004? You got booted, Mark. They're not making any more. No. Oh, Amanda, I'm sorry. You didn't realise. They're not. No. Last I heard, because we looked into it, they're not. They're not making any more Dark Crystal on Netflix. Gutted. Yeah. It was so good. I mean, they did bring it to a close, but there is obviously still more they could have done with it. So it's not bad if you go and watch it now. You're not going to be too frustrated, other than the fact you'd love to see more. It is a complete story. It's just that there could be more. Now there might not be. All right, question number 13. Question number 13 was for 5 points, but now I guess it has to be 4 points because one of them has been discussed in the comments. Completely accidentally, unbeknownst to everybody, name the 4 films other than Red Dragon that have featured Hannibal Lecter. There are 5, but now we have to do 4 of them because Jan told us about his experience of going to see it at the cinema in the comments. It's okay, mate. You weren't to know this was coming in the questions, but it's here. Name the 4 films that have featured Hannibal Lecter other than Red Dragon. Oops, sorry. Again, don't worry about it. It's still 4 points. That's still a great question. Oh, come on. The actress in Van Helsing is quite lovely. Yeah, but the quality of a movie can't be determined based on how attractive its cast are, Jan. Doesn't matter. I can't even remember who it was, to be honest. It's a never-ending story. Okay, all right. Never-ending story, also great. And also shout out to Stranger Things while we're at it, because the never-ending story referencing that is genius. But yeah, love never-ending story too. All right. Well, the quality... yeah, all right. I'm not going to read that out, Jan. It's a family show. Family show. Gone. Get rid of that comment. Naughty. Okay, all right. Your next question then is... Oh, hello. My chat did crazy things then. Don't put naughty words in the comments. There you go. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm going to move on. We waffled on a lot through this round. All right, question 14. Which horror films were set in the Bates Motel and the Overlook Hotel? For 2 points there, one for each. Which horror films were set in the Bates Motel and the Overlook Hotel? One more question, and there's 3 points up for grabs on that one. Don't forget to write down your answers for the pictures as well. Name those items and the franchises they're from. If you were really paying attention and you didn't know the answer for the first picture, I may have accidentally said it before the quiz round started. But it's too late now. So we'll see how many of you were paying attention when I accidentally said that. I think I glossed over it quite well, but some of you who knew what it was already may have picked up on it. Doesn't matter. Okay, question 15. Which writers created the characters Freddy Krueger, Carrie White, and Michael Myers? Which writers created the characters Freddy Krueger, Carrie White, and Michael Myers? We have spoken about the franchises for at least two of those three already. But which writers created the characters Freddy Krueger, Carrie White, and Michael Myers for 3 points? Let me know if you need a question repeated then, and we'll go through the answers in just a moment. I'm going to get that one spinning again. There we go. There was one of it opening and closing again, but that's how you open something that you should never open. So just in case I didn't put it on here. 11 and 12, please. Okay, for Mark. 11 was how many scary movies, that's the spoof franchise of scary movies, did Keenan Ivory Wayans direct? So how many movies out of 5 from the scary movie franchise did Keenan Ivory Wayans direct? Number 12 was which actor played the monster hunter Van Helsing on film in 2004? Question 5, the internet froze. Oh no, disaster. Okay, question 5 was which two actors who went in search of the Predator went on to become US state governors in real life? Which two actors who went in search of the Predator went on to become US state governors in real life for 2 points? That's another brilliant film. That first Predator movie. Awesome. Okay. Any more repeats from anybody? Last call for repeat questions. And then we'll go through the answers. And then we can move on. Once we've seen how well you've done in this round, we can move on to our survey says. Oh, some more lovely emojis reacting. Thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. Okay, let's go through the answers then. You've had enough time, I think. No more comments have come in about repeats. So here we go for the answers then in the scary movies round. Question number 1. The Jigsaw Killer was the villain in which scary movie franchise? The clue was in the name, the Jigsaw Killer. It's a Saw movie villain, he is. So Saw is the answer for that one. Question 2. In space, no one can hear you scream is the tagline from which film? It is Alien. The first one, Alien. Not the one with the S on the end. That was the sequel. Question 3. Camp Crystal Lake was the setting for which horror films? It is Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th. Question 4. Which movie dared you to say his name 5 times? It is Candyman. I'm not going to do it. Question 5. Which two actors went in search of the Predator and then went on to become US state governors for 2 points? Arnold Schwarzenegger for 1 point and Jesse Ventura, or Jesse the Body Ventura, as he was previously known in his wrestling days. So yes, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jesse Ventura. Brilliant film. Question 6. Which two actors played the Brothers Grimm on film in 2006? That was Heath Ledger, rest in peace, and Matt Damon. Matt Damon. If you get that reference, you are awesome. Heath Ledger and Matt Damon for 2 points. Question 7. Which 1999 movie filmed on a handheld video camera grossed $250 million at the US box office, and it cost about a tenner to make? It was the Blair Witch Project. I know it's got its following. There's a lot of people out there that like it, but nah, very nearly walked out of the cinema. Rubbish. Rubbish. Question 8. Which actor played Count Dracula in Dead and Loving It? It was Leslie Nielsen. Question 9. Vin Diesel first played the character Riddick in which scary film? It was called Pitch Black. Did make other ones. Chronicles of Riddick, I think. I forget what the other one was called. I forget. It's been a while since I've seen them now. But yeah, the first one was just called Pitch Black. Question 10. The songs Time Warp, Mean Green Mother from Outer Space, and Kidnap the Sandy Claus come from which scary movies? Time Warp is originally from the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which is fantastic, on stage as well. Mean Green Mother from Outer Space, Little Shop of Horrors, also brilliant musical. And The Nightmare Before Christmas was where Kidnap the Sandy Claus is from. If you watched Abby's question earlier on in the show, that was about Nightmare Before Christmas as well. Kidnap the Sandy Claus is a song from that. Question 11. How many of the scary movies did Keenan Ivory Wayans Keenan Ivory Wayans make or direct specifically? He only directed 3 out of the 5. No surprise to anyone, the 5th one was the worst performing one at the box office. The first 3 are okay. They got some funny moments in, but only if you really like silly spoof movies. Question 12. Which actor played the monster hunter Van Helsing on film in 2004? That was Hugh Jackman. Question 13. Name the 4 films that have featured Hannibal Lecter other than Red Dragon. We have Manhunter, Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal, and Hannibal Rising. Question 14. Which horror films were set in the Bates Motel and the Overlook Hotel? The Bates Motel was for Psycho, and the Overlook Hotel was for The Shining. Both brilliant as well in their own ways. Question 15. Which writers created the characters? Freddy Krueger, Carrie White, and Michael Myers. They are Wes Craven, Stephen King, and John Carpenter for 3 points. Now, the pictures. So, picture number 1 is a puzzle box, and that's from the Hellraiser movies. Picture number 2 is the Necronomicon Ex Mortis from the Evil Dead franchise or movies. So for 4 points then, Puzzle Box and Necronomicon Ex Mortis, and that is from Hellraiser and Evil Dead. Let's see how you did. The third one was just called Riddick. Thank you, Jan. Yeah. I remember enjoying them. They weren't brilliant, but they were all right. The first one was really good, though. Let's see how you did then. Put your scores in the comments, and then we can move on to the Our Survey Says round, and see how you get on with that. A bit of fun to finish off the quiz with. 13 plus 4, says Mark. Very well done. Got all 4 of them. 7 plus 0 for Tifa. Don't you worry. You know now, and with another week until Halloween, at least, then you might know more when I put them in Lima. Jan says 9 points for me plus 1 point for the picture. Very good. Okay, well done. Jack and Sally scored 21 plus 4 for the pictures and saved our bonus points, so a total of 26. Wow, you have smashed it this evening. Excellent scores. Jenny says 19 for Team Bath. Catherine and Tony say 11 plus 1 for the Not So Golden Oldies. Very happy to make double figures. I would be too. Very good. That's great. Considering your comment earlier about how well you didn't think you were going to do. Very good indeed. Well done. Pinky and the Brain got 11 plus 1 as well. Thanks for the puzzle box. Ah, yeah, all right. The Donuts got 18 points. Thank you there, Sue. Luke says Luke and Jane have got 17 plus 1 point for the pictures. Good stuff. Any more for any more? Don't be shy. You can put them in the comments. And we're going to go on to the Our Survey Says round. 22 plus 3 for Back in Black. Very good. Another high score there for you. 22 plus 3. Not bad. Yeah, I wasn't going to mark you down for spelling or anything with the Necronomicon Ex Mortis. But there we go. Any more for any more? Let me know. Put the comments in. We're going to move on though. The comments will remain. So if you do post it after we shift it to the next round, doesn't matter. I'll still read them out. Here we go. Let's go to the first Our Survey Says round. Amanda says, loved these rounds. Brilliant. Well, you're going to make sure you're on the Patreon quiz night next week then, because we're going to have a whole lot more of this. Okay. So spelling, we would have only got a couple, says Ed. It's all right. No, you know me. I never mark people down for spelling unless it is literally a spelling question, which does happen occasionally. As long as I can read it and understand the answer. When it comes to the pub quiz, I only care really about if I can actually read what you've written. That's the important thing there. But obviously I can't do that here anyway. So Our Survey Says, I will ask you nicely very much, please put just one guess per team for the first reaction to this question, because you do want to answer these in the comments. Just for fun, let's see who can get the top answer for each question. The question will appear on screen. They're all going to be connected to Halloween, and we've got 3 questions to go through. So let's see how many of you can get the top answer for this then. Name something a witch might own. Name something a witch might own. This is a survey conducted over 100 people. What do you think the top answer was? And I will reveal the answers as we go. Once you've all had one guess each, then it opens up and you can guess as much as you like until we complete the board. Let's see. Okay. First one's in. We've got Broom and Broomstick. Broom and Broomstick are the first guesses in. Black Cat, says Jan. Cauldron, says Diva. Most other people going for Broomstick. Gabby says Cat. Millie says a Cauldron. And Catherine says Broomstick as well. Let's go with Jan's guess of a Black Cat first. So where is a Black Cat on the list? It is number 3 for Black Cat. And then let's see, do we have Cauldron? Is Cauldron there? I don't think it is. No. Cauldron is not there. Although you'd think it would be, wouldn't you? I'm sure if there were more than 5 in this one, then Cauldron would be there. But Cat has been found. Well done to Gabby, well done to Jan on that one. Everybody else, I think, said Broomstick. So let's put you out of the misery there. Broomstick was the top answer. What else might a witch own? What would you think about that? Luke's gone with a hat. Let's see. Is hat there? There we go. It is. It is there. A hat, a witch's hat, has indeed got you the 2nd place there. Pointed hat, yeah, it doesn't matter how you word it. Pointy hat, pointed hat, or just a hat is fine. A spell book, interesting guess, I like it. Unfortunately, those who surveyed did not say that. No, not there. What else we got then? A wand. Tracy says wand. Does anybody else say that? Let's just have a quick glance through. Lots of comments coming in. Wand. Is a wand there? I wonder. It is the 4th answer. Well done. Okay, I'll give you some clues then, because unfortunately, poison, apple, and potions are all great answers, but they are not there. There we go. A wart, good guess. Black dress. Black dress, no. What else might a witch wear, though? What else might a witch be wearing, other than the hat and black dress, or, you know, what else might a witch wear? A cloak, Sue says, of the donuts. Let's see. A cape, close enough. Basically, it's the same thing, isn't it? Cape or cloak. Well done. You have completed the board, everybody. And a special well done to those of you who guessed broomstick. An eye patch, Mark. Maybe there's some witches out there that have an eye patch. I don't know. But yes, cloak is the missing answer. Broomstick was the top answer. Congratulations if you got that. Let's reset the board. And we're going to move on then to question number 2. Right, same again, please. One guess each. The question then for our survey says question 2 is: name a word that follows Halloween to make a new phrase. Halloween what? Name a word that follows Halloween to make a new phrase. We've got 5 more for this one. I immediately had in my mind Esmeralda Weatherwax from Terry Pratchett books. Oh, okay. All right. Sue and the Donuts go with Halloween Party. Jan says Halloween Havoc. All right, Havoc. That's it. I know what you mean now. Sorry. Night. Halloween Night, says Luke Jane. Halloween Ball. Halloween Parties have come in. Yes, lots of you saying Halloween Party. One guess per team for now, please. Halloween Night, again from Catherine. What else have we got? Any more guesses for the first guess? Your initial guesses, let's see, because most of you have gone with Party. So let's do that one, I think, first. So, Halloween Party is answer number 2. Not the top answer. Halloween Night is the next one. I don't know. There we go. Halloween Night is not there. What else have we got here then? Pumpkin, a Halloween pumpkin. Is that there? Our survey said no. Halloween Havoc was the World Championship Wrestling pay-per-view around the Halloween period of the year. Oh, yes, okay. I always prefer WWF or WWE as it is now, to be honest. Quite liking what I see from AEW now, though, in terms of new wrestling. Don't watch it a lot, but I see a lot of the highlights. It's pretty cool. They're doing well. Right, Halloween costume has come up. Halloween costume there from Gabby. I can't see if anybody else has put that one. So, Halloween costume, our survey said top answer. Well done, Pinky in the Brain. A top answer for you. Right, throw in the rest of your guesses now, please. Let's see how many of you can get some other answers on the board. Halloween prize, is that one of the answers? No, not there. What else could you get to follow the word Halloween? A Halloween movie, says Millie. Films, movies, films. Yes, that's the 4th answer on our list from our survey. Halloween makeup, is that there? No, not there. Decorations, we've got lantern, we've got candy coming in. All 3 of those, not there. What else would you do on Halloween? Candies, treats, I'd count as the same thing. So treats isn't there either. What else could you or children do on Halloween that would be something that follows the word Halloween specifically? Apple dunking. Okay, apple dunking or apple bobbing, I would say is a type of Halloween game. There you go. That's the 3rd answer. I'll give you that. A fright is not there. Well done to Mark. Yes, Halloween games. I will give you that one. Right, number 5. You're going to kick yourself when I reveal this one if you don't get it soon. First one to type it in gets a bonus point. What are we doing right now? It's a Halloween. Come on. Yeah, it's fun. I'll give you that. Cakes. No. What are we doing right now? It's a Halloween quiz. There we go. Well done. Yeah, you got it. Mark is the first one in my chat that's got that one correct. It's a Halloween quiz. Can you believe it? 100 people asked and it only got to 5. Didn't make it to the top, did it? I also really appreciate everybody trying to type their answer in really, really quickly and then spelling something wrong. But I really do appreciate the comments anyway. Well done. Can't believe we didn't get to the top answer though. Devastated. Right, let me reset the board and we will move on to the next and final question of the evening. Okay, so one guess per team again on this one. Here we go with the question. Name a song with a Halloween connection. You'll note that all 8 are lit up on the board this time. So we are going to have a full board of answers for this one. And there are lots and lots of songs that could be, if not directly, connected to Halloween. So let's see what you've got. One guess per team for now, as with the others. Monster Mash. Wow, 3 of you straight away in with Monster Mash. Diva, Gabby, Pinky in the Brain, sorry. Mark on with the Monster Mash. Thriller from Jan. Ghost Town. Excuse me. Ghost Town. Ghostbusters as well from Tracy. Monster Mash from Ed. I'll wait until we've got a few more in. That Old Black Magic. That Old Black Magic. Interesting. Let's start to reveal some of these answers now that most of you have had a guess then. So, interestingly, Ghost Town, let's do that one first. Not there. It's not there. Then we've got, what have we got there? Thriller. So some of you have gone with Thriller there, understandably. Let's see who said that. So Thriller was Jan, and oh, looks like just Jan for now. Okay, well, Thriller. Number 2 on the list. Time Warp. Angie's gone with Time Warp there. Let's see if Time Warp is there. I know maybe some of you also said Time Warp. It's not there. It's not there. I always play that at Halloween gigs when I'm DJing. If I ever do a Halloween gig, I always play that. Not there on our list though. Right, Ghostbusters then. A lot of you said Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters is the top answer. Monster Mash was another popular one. Monster Mash, is that in our top 8? It's the 3rd answer. Under the Moon of Love, says Mark. Under the Moon of Love, is it there? No. Under the Moon of Love is not there. Same goes for Blue Moon and for Bad Moon Rising. Spooky Scary Skeletons. Oh, Jan. Oh, it's a brilliant song. It's a brilliant song. Used it in my intro. It's not there. Neither's Things That Go Bump in the Night, I'm afraid. Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, no. I'm just going to have to scroll back up a little bit because I know there's a few that I might have missed there. Let's see what else is going on. I reckon there are so many. Oh, Superstition. Do you know, Millie, I thought maybe that should be there as well, but it's not. I'll start giving you some clues, I think. I put a spell on you. No. Jan says Highway to Hell. Is Highway to Hell there? 7. It's number 7 on the list. It is there. Psycho Killer, not there. Bat Out of Hell. Oh, really good guesses now. Shout Out the Devil. No, not there either. Okay, one of the songs is by Rockwell. There's a clue for you. One of the songs, in fact, the other 2 songs are or feature movie monsters in their titles. So there's a clue for you. Black Magic, no. Disturbia, no. Witchy Woman, no. Devil Went Down to Georgia, I wish was there, but no. This Is Halloween by Marilyn Manson. Oh, mate. It's not there. Tracy Joblin says, Somebody's Watching You. There we go. Somebody knows their music. Somebody's Watching Me or Somebody's Watching You by Rockwell. There you go. Very good. I Ain't Afraid No Ghosts. That's Ghostbusters, so that's the top answer, Mark. Phantom of the Opera. Good guess. It's a connected song. Not there though, and it does fit the criteria as well, Millie. That it has a movie monster, so to speak, in its title. Not the one I'm looking for though. What else have we got? Both of them feature movie monsters, and indeed monsters in general that have been in various forms. Tracy says Zombie by the Cranberries. Surely it's correct. It's there. In fact, you know what? I just realised number 5. I thought you'd already got that. Number 5. I've said the title of it numerous times in the past 30 seconds alone. Season of the Witch? No. Devil Woman? No. Oh, this is getting really tricky now, isn't it? Wheels on Fire? No. All right, we're going to have to reveal these, I think, because otherwise we're going to be here all night, aren't we? All right, let's see. So, number 5, what's that coming over the hill? What's the song called? Monster. Millie said it just as I said that clue as well. Very good. What's that coming over the hill? Is it a monster? It is a monster, yes. And number 8, which also featured a movie monster by Warren Zevon, I believe. Yeah, I think it's Warren Zevon. It is. Oh, I don't know if I was going to get it in there now. I'm going to reveal it anyway, but if you put it in the comments, kudos to you. Number 8, the final answer is Werewolves of London. Great song. Okay, I think we've made a great track list, though. You really have. Really have. I mean, you've helped me out a lot because the next pub quiz over the Halloween period is basically going to have all these songs in it, I think, isn't it? So, yeah, brilliant. Giving me lots of interesting songs to choose. Jan says, after the quiz, go watch on YouTube Hot Blood, Soul Dracula. Yeah, okay. Maybe. We'll see. I'm just going to reset the board again for that one then. And guys, that brings us to the end of this evening's quiz. I'm going to play to you the Spooky Scary Skeletons intro thing as the outro. So if you want to hear that, if you missed it at the start of the quiz, it's coming again in just a moment. Thank you all for joining me. It's been great fun this evening. I've laughed a lot, and I hope you have too. It's really been a good crack. Next week is the Patreon Halloween special quiz. We are going to do a board game live through Google Meet, all Halloween themed. It's been a lot of fun creating it for you, and I hope you enjoy it. Really, Angie says, really enjoyed getting back into your great quizzing. Thank you so much, Angie. I'm really glad you could join us too. And yeah, if you are ever bored and it's not a quiz night, I've done so many of these. If you missed one, you can go back and watch them again. They're all here to watch whenever you like. Don't forget to check out Lima. I'm posting more on there now. So if you like to listen to people talking about stuff, if you like your podcasts, and if you just want to discover more interesting people, download Lima. The link is in my description, as is the charity link as well. Haven't had time to talk about either of those properly tonight, but the links are in the description, or you can just message me and I'll give you the link to it directly, because I am posting more there. Lovely comments, guys. I will respond to them all and give you all the likes and things that I normally do once I've hung up from the show. And yeah, Patreons, I'll see you next week. If you want to join Patreon, that link too is in the description. It's only £2 and you get to be part of something pretty cool, especially next month. So yeah, that's it. 3 great rounds, Tracy says. You guys smashed it. Right, I'm off. See you same time next time for more of the same fun. Cheers, good night.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons speak with such a screech.